Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic, apocalyptic and post-apocalyptic fiction background studies, is actually a continuation of the previous video titled Alien Invasion in Science Fiction. So before getting into the presentation, let's know about the difference between utopia and dystopia and what do you mean by utopia? So, it is actually a fictional society that possesses high desirable qualities, presenting itself as an idealistic paradise. This ideal society has highly desirable laws, customs, conditions, and politics so that citizens feel they are being treated fairly and equally. Its citizens are happy, and poverty and misery are virtually non existent. So, when it comes to dystopia, it's actually an imagined society that creates the illusion of a utopia but is in fact the opposite. So, it's a place full of misery, corruption, injustice, poverty, and terror. Often, this society is futuristic, sometimes post apocalyptic, with a totalitarian leader who exercises oppressive societal control. So, hope you understand the difference between the two concepts, which is very much essential when it comes to apocalypse and post-apocalypse. So, here again, a distinction is drawn between these two concepts. So, apocalyptic refers to the period or event leading to widespread destruction and upheaval. It often involves catastrophic occurrences that threaten the existence of the world or significant aspects of it. So, apocalyptic events can vary widely and may include natural disasters, wars, pandemics, or supernatural phenomena. The key is that these events have a profound impact on the world, often leading to societal collapse or a major transformation. So, what do you mean by a post apocalyptic society, right? So, the term post apocalyptic refers to the period or setting that comes after the apocalyptic event. It explores the aftermath, showing how survivors cope with the changed world and often addressing themes of rebuilding, survival, and adaptation. The post apocalyptic setting is characterized by the remnants of the previous world, now altered or in ruins. Society may have collapsed, resources are scarce, and survivors navigate a world marked by the consequences of the apocalyptic event. So, hope you understand the distinctions between both these concepts. So, again, what do you mean by apocalypse? So, here this term has its roots in Greek, where apocalypse means uncovering or revelation. In a broader sense, an apocalypse refers to a catastrophic event that leads to widespread destruction, upheaval, and significant change. So, it involves the end of the world as it is known, marking a transition to a new and uncertain era. So, uncertainty is going to be the key concept when it comes to apocalypse. So, when it comes to apocalypse narratives, the concept of apocalypse is deeply ingrained in religious, mythological, and cultural narratives. In religious contexts, an apocalypse is often associated with divine intervention, judgment, and the unveiling of hidden truths. For example, the book of Revelation in the Bible is a classic example of apocalyptic literature describing the end times and the ultimate triumph of good over evil. So, in a more secular or literary context, the term has been applied to various scenarios of global catastrophe or societal collapse. So, apocalyptic fiction, a popular genre in literature and film, explores these catastrophic events and their aftermath. So, it delves into themes of survival, human nature, and the potential consequences of environmental, technological, or social crisis. So, these are the upcoming concepts that deals with apocalyptic narrative. So, the first one is technological dystopia. In science fiction, apocalyptic scenarios often involve advanced technology gone awry, right? Whether it's AI driven disasters, futuristic warfare, or unchecked scientific experiments, these stories delve into the dark side of technological progress. And then comes space based catastrophes. So, some science fiction apocalyptic tales extend beyond Earth, got it? Exploring catastrophic events in space. Whether it's an interstellar war, celestial anomalies, or the consequences of human colonization on distant planets, these narratives offer a cosmic perspective. So, the third one is parallel universes and multiverse concepts, right? So, science fiction often introduces the concept of parallel universes or alternate realities. And apocalyptic scenarios may result from breaches between dimensions or the unintended consequences of experimenting with the fabric of reality. And the next concept is pandemics. So, pandemics in apocalyptic fiction are often depicted as global with a rapidly spreading and highly contagious virus or disease. So, the scale of the pandemic contributes to the apocalyptic nature of the narrative, disrupting societies worldwide. So, and then comes another nature, that is cyberpunk aesthetic. So, the cyberpunk side of apocalyptic science fiction highlights a darker side where mega corporation hackers and dystopian urban landscape converge together. So, these narratives often explore the impact of corporate greed and the fusion of technology with everyday life. Got it? So, climate fiction in science fiction settings also contribute to apocalyptic narratives. So, here climate fiction within a science fiction context might depict extreme climate events, terraforming experiments, or the struggle for resources in a world altered by futuristic climate challenges. So here, when you refer to Andrew Tate's apocalyptic fiction, he discloses the characteristics of apocalyptic narratives as follows. So the first one is they are nightmarish and ruined future fictions. Get it? So frequently they are referred as dystopia, a world dominated by technology and excessive consumerism. And the third feature is that the society is run by bureaucrats who work for corporations rather than a democratically run government. And the next thing is the narrative visions a devastated earth, marking the failure of techno future, and it discloses the anxieties of the atomic age and nuclear warfare, and obviously it marks the end of civilization. So here these are the basic characteristic features of a ruined future as expressed in an apocalyptic or post-apocalyptic narrative. And here are a few examples. So you have umpteen number of textual narratives on these concepts on apocalypse and post-apocalypse. I have brought in only a few examples. Those are Last Man by Mary Shelley, Lord of the World by Robert Hugh Benson, Mitchell's The Bone Clocks, Kim Stanley Robinson's Signs in the Capital trilogy, Cormac McCarthy's The Road, Jonathan Safran Foer's Extremely Close and Incredibly Loud, James Burgess' After the End, and of course William Gibson's Peripheral Agency, Pattern Recognition, Neuromancer, etc. So these are some of the examples that I have brought in, and with this is Wahida signing off. Thank you all.